Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Neva, this is Reading Neva, and today we are starting a new weekly vlog. So theoretically you've not seen my face in like a week, unless you've happened to catch me on sprints. I did sprints twice last week. I did them Wednesday, and then I was on with Nicole as we do on Thursdays. And yeah, so if you didn't catch me there, then you haven't seen me in quite a while, and that is because I have been ill. I did put on my community tab that I had a kidney infection, which is true. I did have a kidney infection, but I'm feeling much better. I still am battling it a little bit. I'm still on antibiotics as of today, but we're on day 6, I believe, of antibiotics. But overall, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay. So, hello, welcome back. I'm about to make some coffee because I'm cleared to drink coffee again. Thank God. That was rough without it, but we are gonna do that. So let's chat. I guess I could give you a little bit of an update reading wise. There will be a video. By the time that you see this, it'll already be up, but there will be a video up, a collab video, and that will go up on Tuesday. Today, when I'm starting this vlog, it is Sunday, August 17th. So by the time that you see this vlog, that collab will already go up because it's supposed to go up on Tuesday the 20th. So, but I am still working on God of Malice by Rena Kent. I finished a buddy read of Heaven Breaker, which I'm not going to be talking about extensively anywhere on the internet. I did give it 4 stars, I'll say that, but I've decided that for the rest of the year, buddy reads will not be being vlogged. This is for my own mental health and wanting to honestly just read books to read them. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was trying to put my creamer. I want to be able to read and enjoy books just to read and enjoy books. I don't want to feel like I have to vlog every single book that I read. I will give a little bit of a sneaky peeky here. I did not complete my August TBR. I will not be completing my August TBR. So basically what's going to happen this month is I'm going to still film my September TBR as I would normally. However, I won't be giving myself any punishment for the month just because I did get sick, and that's a big reason that my TBR didn't get finished. I didn't do very well at Pick Pongathon, which I feel terrible about because I was a co-host for that. I didn't do very well at Full Moon Readathon either, since I got sick right like in the middle of that. So it's okay. August is just a wash for me at this point, but I will be bringing stuff back. So starting in September, we will be bringing back, obviously weekly vlogs are back, but starting in September, I'll be bringing back Whip and Chats. I am making some other changes though as well. There won't be as many sprints for me, and the sprints that you do get will be daytime sprints. Unfortunately, that's just the way that I have to kind of make my life work at this point. Ari starts school on Friday, and so I have to kind of make some arrangements for sprinting and stuff that accommodate not only Ari but also other family life things. And because of that, there's just some stuff that's gotta go, and sometimes stuff that will be added. Patreon, I have a bunch of videos coming for you, so if you're in the Patreon, then I have videos coming. You'll get the God of Malice spoiler vlog in the beginning of September. I'm actually almost to 50% in this book. I'm at like 20 something. Yeah, 29%, 30%. So there will be that vlog coming really soon. Once I hit 50, I'll do another update. And then there's an Ari Picks My Reads vlog that's coming. I have, for the main channel, I have Kelsey's, the books I'm reading for Kelsey. Patreon is also getting the Powerful Powerless vlog that's coming. So lots of things coming, okay? Lots of things coming. Just I appreciate y'all for your patience, honestly. But if there are any videos that I just mentioned that you want to see that are not going to be on the main feed, I don't do smut reviews on the main feed, which is why God of Malice is going over there and it won't be on the main feed. But also God of Malice is our Naughty and Nice book club book for the month, so that's it's like that. So I put all of my smut reviews over on Patreon, and so if you want to be able to see those, you can join the Patreon. I think the lowest tier is $2, but you don't get very much for that, and the highest tier is $8. So yeah, that is what we have going on. So I just thought I would come in, start this vlog. I'm gonna go work on God of Malice and see if I can finish this before the end of the month. Who knows at this point. But we're gonna see if I can finish this at the end of the month. I am enjoying it. It's a nice book. You know what I mean? I've read 3 books this month, I think, in total. Or at least only 3 that I'm able to talk about, because a few of them are for a different vlog. Like, they're for the collab vlog that's coming out. I'm still on track to hit my goal for the month, or for the year. Yeah, so I've read 3 books. I'm going to be finishing a 4th book today for that collab vlog, and then reading the 5th book for that collab vlog. In total, there's 3 books for the collab vlog. And yeah, I mean, my ratings have been really good, nothing lower than a 4-star, but I've only managed to finish 3 books. I will have at least 5 books finished by the end of the month, but that might be it. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's all I have for you right now, and I'll see y'all when I have an update. Hello, friends. All right, so I am starting a new week in a life vlog right now. I should have started it yesterday, but I didn't like the intro clip, so we're starting it today. So let's talk about what I'm currently reading. I don't have it to hold up for you because it's on my Kindle, and my Kindle's in the other room, but currently I am working on Part of Your World. I'm not going to give you any like detail on how I feel about it because it's part of a standalone vlog that has like a bunch of other books in it. So I'm making some coffee right now. It is 5:30. I'm on sprints with Brittany for Pickpomathon. I'm gonna be honest, I got sick and then kind of just like fell off of everything. So I'm trying to kind of play catch up with Pickpomathon, and I'm just sort of mood reading my way through Battleathon as well. So I do have a couple of books that I have to log for both Pickpomathon and Battleathon that I finished after our new results came out, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm reading Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and then next week I'm starting the buddy read of Queen of Shadows with Kelsey and Rainey. I might talk about it, but I probably won't like vlog it. I'm not really vlogging buddy reads right now. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I also need to finish a novel love story, but that's probably getting finished next week, just simply because we have a book club meeting for that this week. So I'll probably just read that at the end of the week. And then Ari starts school on Friday. So when Ari starts school, I'm probably going to leave the house during the day to work, as long as I'm not like recording videos. But as far as like my editing, I will probably leave the house to edit, and I will probably also leave the house to like work on other things. I have some Zoom meetings next week with one of the communities that I'm in, so we're just kind of living a life at this moment. I did record my TBR game video last night, and we went from the TBR game being really nice to me in August and me being like, okay, well, I'm not going to punish myself this month, even though I only technically got 2 books that were completely mandatory. And we got, by the time you see this, it'll probably be out, so I'll just tell you. But if it's not out by the time you see this video, then spoiler alert, we got 6 books this month that are mandatory. I think that it's doable. I think it'll be fine. all the books that were picked, some of them are short, and they're all are either, most of them except one, I know I have access either via audio or ebook. One of them is technically a physical book, like it's off of my physical shelf, but I think I will be able to find the audio book for it or the ebook for it. So either way, if I can't, it'll just be read physically. And I've told myself that if it takes me a little bit longer to read physical books, or because it takes me longer to read physical books, what will have to happen is any books that I plan to read physically, Queen of Shadows and Gothicana being 2 for September. Well, actually, Queen of Shadows, I said that it was a September book in my vlog, or in my TBR game, but we decided that we're actually going to do Queen of Shadows next week. We're going to finish it before September. So I'll probably have to amend that at some point, but it's okay. But since we're doing the tandem read, I'm going to read the tandem read physically. I've told myself it's just got to be part of my little morning routine. So I'm actually going to go sit down with my coffee during this sprint, and we're going to plan out what my morning routine actually looks like, because I need to really cement that. I need to start getting up at 6 in the morning. So I need to really cement what I want my ideal morning routine to look like, so that I can follow it every morning and it can become a habit. And I think that I'm going to make it a checklist with a habit tracker app on my phone, because I'm always looking at my phone, and I can also put it on my iPad if I do that as well. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go watch some of the Can We Trust videos. I'm on Crystals right now, so I'm going to go watch some of those while I plan out what my ideal morning looks like, and drink my coffee, which is really hot. It feels like fall here today, and I'm live life living for it. Also, because I can show this on camera now, I've been like living in my Mystic readathon merch. I think it's so cute. I'm hoping it's probably not going to come before, or it may not come before the actual readathon ends, but Nell has one that says it's okay to love them both, which the Vampire Diaries, but it's a quote from the Vampire Diaries, but she has like I think it's like a physical book and then like headphones for an audiobook, and I want it. So I think I'm gonna order it, but I have to look and see what color she has, because if it's in white, the girl can't do white. But I got this one in green. This is the Game On Team Witches merch, so it just says Game On, and then it says the Mystic Readathon, and underneath it says Witch Faction, because I am one of the 4 co-hosts for the Witch Faction, which is awesome. And I think it's great that I'm part of the Witch Faction, because Bonnie is actually like one of my favorite characters in the Vampire Diaries. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm also probably gonna watch some Vampire Diaries tonight, because I know that we're starting the watch along at season 1 episode 15, so I want to watch episodes 1 through 14. I think I'm on episode 3, but I want to watch episodes 1 through 14 before the readathon starts and the watch along. So okay, I'm really gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching, and I will be back when I have a little bit of an update or something else to talk to you about. Hello friends. So a little update while I make cereal. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. I have shaved my head. By the time that you see this, you probably will have already seen it on Sprints, but in case you haven't, here she is in all her glory. Alright, so while I make some cereal, we're going to do a little bookish update. I've read some more of, I can't remember what it's called, but the second book in the Dark Olympus series. I also posted a poll, which by the time that you see this, it'll already be done. Okay, so Electric Idol is the second book. By the time that you see this, the poll will be over, but I did also post a poll asking what series y'all want me to talk about, because I'm going to be doing Shameful Hills. I'm going to be rereading the first 2 books, and then Brittany and I are doing a buddy read of the 3rd book, Daydream, which comes out next week. So because we're doing that, I'm going to be vlogging myself rereading the first 2 books, and also a little like annotate with me thing. This is a giant mole on the side of my head. It's fine. But a little like annotate with me type thing as well. So because we're doing that, I was like, I wonder what other series people would want me to chat about. So I put up a poll, and when I checked it last, Magnolia Parks was winning. So how this is going to work is, if I've already read books in the series, I'm just going to do a recap of the books that I've read, probably with spoilers because that's the easiest for me to do. And then what will happen is we will do that, and then I will read the rest of the books on camera in the vlog. So I am currently working on Electric Idol. I also have Part of Your World, which I'm going to pick back up tomorrow. I have the audiobook for that. And we're going to read that. So that's what I'm reading at the moment. I'm going to go eat this cereal, and then I'm going to go to bed. But I want to do a really quick just like update because I hadn't updated today. So I'm going to go read some Electric Idol, eat my cereal, and I will see y'all in the morning. Hello friends. Good afternoon. Okay, so it has been a wild day today. I'm only now updating because I got up late, as per happens. I am on that time, you know what I'm saying, as a woman. So I'm not feeling the greatest, but I just got off of the Hustle Sanely BFF plan with me thing that we do every third Thursday, and I absolutely love that. So I've planned out all of Ari's calendar stuff and also all my journaling stuff for the month. I'm working on my own personal calendar, and I am on sprints with Brittany right now. We're obviously in a sprint, but I'm on sprints with Brittany and Margaret until we go have sprints with Nicole and Coda. So I'm currently working on a novel love story. I'm going to try to get a chunk of this read today. Not a ton, because I don't have that much more of it. I think I'm 33%. I'd like to get to 50% today, but we have a reading session with book club on Saturday, and so I want to keep some of it for that. So I'm not going to listen to a ton of it today, but I do want to listen to get to about 50%. And then I'm not going to talk about it a lot in vlogs, but because it's going to get its own vlog, but I am going to be starting the Maple Hills series over again, and you guys will get to see me just annotate and read that, and we're going to talk about the books and everything, and we're going to relive the first 2 books, and then Brittany and I are going to read the 3rd book together. We're going to have a little like BFF pajama party thing for Daydream, and so we're gonna do that. And so I'm gonna vlog that as well. So it's all gonna be one big vlog. I don't know how long the vlog will be, probably pretty long, but when we do the annotate with me, I'm gonna do like an annotate with me section, and then I think that I'm going to actually go to the library and record a whole like read with me thing. I think that would be really fun, and that would be its own video. It would be like an hour long of me, just a whole hour of me just reading with y'all. So I have to make sure that my batteries are charged for that. But yeah, I think we're gonna do like a read with me, annotate with me type thing, but I'm gonna do that at the library because there's a little bit more room for me to stretch out at the library, and I can actually like sit in a corner at a table. So that is what we're doing. I'm gonna finish my coffee. Let's see if you can see it. And I'm going to finish my calendar stuff and sit here on sprints. So that's what we're doing. Super fun. And then tomorrow I am filming all of the stuff that needs to be filmed for this week and into next week. Unfortunately, just because of the way that everything worked out as far as like school and stuff goes for Ari, Friday is kind of the best day for me to film this week. I probably am going to stretch out my filming from now on. Like I'll film like one thing every day, but I knew that for this week it was going to be a little bit hard to do that just because Ari has school. So, or it doesn't have school right now. She has been home. So I'm just kind of moving tasks around. This is why I love digital planning also. And I also need to finish recoloring my 2025 journal for my reading journal, and I'm going to be doing some dedicated stuff with that. So if you're watching this right now, leave for me in the comments, and I'll say it again at the end if I remember, but if you're watching this, leave for me in the comments what kind of journaling stuff you want to see. I've been watching the reading journaling videos for years, but it seems that there's not a lot of people that do digital journaling. That's first. So it's always hard for me to know what you want to see. With the physical journaling, I know people love like the flip throughs and the setups, and I could do like, I want to start doing reset videos. That will probably not happen until September because I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do the reset videos around, because I plan my month as a whole around this time. So I plan my month the third week of the previous month. So for September, I've done it today. And because of that, I'm wondering if I should be filming that while I'm doing it, like while I'm on with the BFFs. I like planning with them because it's kind of a community aspect, but I can't necessarily walk you through what I'm doing. So like I'd have to do like a voiceover for that if that's what we were gonna do. But I could plan everything. I could do my book journal, I could do everything and kind of set it up. My book journal is mostly done for me. I just will add like stickers and things like that throughout the month. So let me know down below what you want to see and I will accommodate for that. So I'm gonna go now and do some stuff. I may choose to, well, no, I think with Maple Hills I'm gonna read it. I was gonna say I may choose to do the audio. I may do the audio on with my Kindle because I like to annotate, but I don't wanna, I don't know. I'm gonna show you my whole annotation method in a different video, but I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go work on this for the next 36 minutes and listen to Novel Love Story, and then I will come back later this evening to check in. Hello friends, I just wanted to do one more little reading update before I go to bed because I did go ahead and actually start Keep Your Friends Close. This was my ARC pick for August and it's only about like 3 hours long. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this over the weekend. I'll probably honestly get it done tomorrow, but I think I'm just gonna read this so that it's quick and easy and I can count it toward my NetGalley total. This book, I think from the one chapter that I've read and the little prologue, is about a girl and her best friend, and she kills, I believe it's her partner or her boyfriend by accident, but she kills somebody and her best friend is there when it happens, and it's essentially like, can her best friend keep her darkest secret? So that's all I know about this book. I don't know anything else. I didn't read the synopsis or anything. So I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to go read some of this until I fall asleep, and then I will be back in the morning to update you on this. But I wanted to just tell you that I'm reading this because it will come up in my TBR game that I didn't finish this book, and then you're gonna see it that I read it because I filmed my TBR last week, and so I basically was like, well, I'm not gonna finish these books, but I think I am gonna read this one just because it is quick, it is easy, and it's just a little popcorn thriller. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go to bed after I finish my tea, and I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, friends. It is currently 9 o'clock in the morning, which I'm never up at this time ever, but it's Ari's first day of school today, so I had to be up early. I've been up since my alarm went off at 6, and I've ordered my brother and I breakfast, and we're waiting for that to come. So I'm about to take a shower and drink some water. I've not had any coffee because I'm gonna wait until I'm not on an empty stomach. We're gonna wait for that. So I'm going to drink my water, take a shower, and then we're going to be reading a lot this weekend. I do want to work today, so I'm going to work some on some YouTube-y stuff, but I do have a lot of reading to do. So we have Jan's Patreon weekend readathon this weekend, and I also have 24-hour sprints. So I'm going to be starting with Keep Your Friends Close. This is by Joanne Ryan. It's an arc. This is actually the backlist arc that I had for August that I didn't think I was going to get to, but it's only a few hours long, and I've got about 3 hours of it left. So I'm going to finish that today. That's priority. And then we're going to, well, I'm trying to think what other books I have on for Jan's readathon. Let me actually just check because I have the graphic. Okay, so I have Icebreaker, which I don't necessarily have to finish, but I want to start the reread for that. I'm very behind on that vlog. If it doesn't get started until Monday, that's okay, but I am doing a whole vlog of rereading the first 2 books. I want to get Part of Your World done, or at least a big chunk of it done, but I do have the audio for that, so I feel like that will be easy enough to get read. And then I also have Love Unwritten, which I want to finish. I've been sitting at 50% of Love Unwritten for months at this point. I got to 50% when Rainey, Kelsey, Katie, and I all did Love Unwritten sprints. I got to 50% on sprints, and I've not picked it up since. So it's been at 50% since June, and it's not because I don't want to read it. It's just because then we went back to doing the Amazing Readathon, and then July I felt a lot of burnout. July and into August I felt a lot of burnout, and then August of course I got kidney infection. It's just been a lot of things. So my plan for Jan's weekend readathon, because it's a cozy theme and for my own 24-hour sprints, is just to read as much as I can of the stuff that I want to actually get read and completed and finished. Now I am going to count like Love Unwritten. I took off of my TBR completely. I'm going to just count it from today and call it a day, because I will probably finish it in one sitting. So like once I start it, I'm probably going to just read the whole 50%, but I don't have the audio for that, so it will be on my Kindle that I read it. So I'm gonna go take a shower before my food gets here, and then I will come back and we will check in, we'll talk, we'll hang out. I have some work I want to get done today, so I'm hoping to listen to Part of Your World while I work, because if I do that, then I'm getting books read. But I also need to read up to 50% of novel love stories today as well. So I have a couple of audiobooks that I can read, and I'll be back to check in with y'all in a little while. Hello friends. So I'm just doing a quick check-in because I am making myself a coffee and I'm going to go take a shower. We are currently a few hours into, let's see, we are about 2 hours into Nicole's sprints. So we're on sprint number 2 on Nicole's channel, and I'm about to take a shower to kind of try to wake myself up. And yeah, I do not want to take a nap yet. It's a little bit early still, and Ari's not in bed yet, so I don't want to take a nap yet. But I am almost done with Keep Your Friends Close, which is great because that was the first book I wanted to get done for this. So I'm hoping to get that done by the end of Nicole's sprints, and then I am going to go ahead and pick up Part of Your World. I have that as an audio book on Libby. Hopefully I'm not playing Libby Chicken with that. I'm gonna double check. I don't think I am. I think I have like 4 or 5 more days. So we're gonna read that next, and I'm probably gonna diamond paint while I read that. I'm gonna be real and raw and honest. So I'm probably gonna diamond paint while I read that. And yeah, I need to finish recoloring my planner, and when that's done I'm going to test it out, my reading journal rather. And yeah, so we're making really good progress and I'm proud of myself. So as long as I can get this thriller done by the end of tonight, I'm going to call it success. By the end of time, I mean by midnight, because I'm also reading for Jan's weekend readathon, which ends on Sunday. So I'm wanting to get at least 2 of the 4 books that I put on the list done. And I only have audio, I think, for 1 of them. I don't think I have audio. I'm checking. Yeah, I don't have audio for Love Unwritten. I technically have audio for Icebreaker, but I'm annotating that. So I'm hoping to get at least Keep Your Friends Close and then 1 other book, either Part of Your World or Love Unwritten done. I think probably it'll be Part of Your World because I have that on audio. And I'm actually gonna go and set that up now because I don't actually know where I am in that book. Walk away, oh she's sweet but a psycho. Anyway, watch me get a copyright claim for that. Where is it? Actually, I think it's in Kelsey's book. Yep, here it is. Okay, so I'm 17. Nope, I am on page 118. 29% through on chapter 14. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and set up Libby with that now, so that when I'm ready to open up Libby and read this book, it's already ready for me. 5 Broken Blades. I need to read that, but I'm gonna wait to start that. I'll deliver this later as well. Okay, yeah, I have it for 4 more days. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up. And I'm just gonna go to table of contents, and I'm on chapter 14. And now it's ready for me. So it says that at 2 times speed, I would have like 7 hours to read. Yeah, so we will see how I feel. But I'm gonna take a shower before this ends. And yeah, I'll be back in a little while. Hello friends, we are on hour 13 of 24-hour sprints. So I thought I would come and check in. I have not finished Keep Your Friends Close. I will be finishing it. I have about 2 hours left, so I'm going to be reading it in this sprint while I go take a, wow, why did it do that? While I go take a hot girl shower, and then I will be finishing it in the next sprint. So we're on EFAs now. I'm making coffee. I'm going to go take a shower, and I'm going to read some more of my book. So when I finish my book, I will come back and check in. I'm about 50% through. So when I finish, I'll come check in. We'll talk about what I felt about it, how I liked it or didn't like it, and what my rating was. Hi, hello. Good afternoon. So I'm here to kind of update this vlog and probably also close it out. I feel like my camera is crooked, but it's sitting on my bed. But currently I'm going to actually go ahead and clean out my, ew, what the hell? Clean out my TBR bucket. Why is that ripped? Okay, my TBR bucket. And we're gonna just go through the books that are coming over into September and the books that are not. So it's there. Yeah, so some of these books are coming over into September with me, and some of them are not, and we're gonna go through which books are going to come over in September and which ones are not. I may actually add some of these to my September list if I'm like, oh, this is a book that's been sitting here and needs to get read. Because currently I think I only have 2 like must-read books that are not part of my TBR game. Okay, so I'm going to start going through these books. I have my note pulled up on my phone that tells me all the books that I'm reading this month. So, and then I also have my read my friend's favorite books note as well, just because I have to actually look at that to know which books need to move over. So Where Sleeping Girls Lie is the first one that's on this thing. It's like at the top. And that is by Farida Abaki Iyamede, I believe is how you say it. I'm really bad at names, so I'm sorry. Also, the lighting in here is not the best, but it is what it is. So this is the book. This is part of my Reading Kelsey's Favorite Books vlog. So this is coming over with me into September. I know very little about this book because part of Kelsey's vlog is that I go into every book blind. Now, I did read the synopsis of this book before I realized that it was on, like before Kelsey switched this out. She switched this book out for a different title that was SMP. So also, if you want information about that boycott, it is down in my description always. But I don't know really anything about this book. I think there might be mixed media, and I believe it takes place at a school, a boarding school, I think. But I'm going into this pretty blind. It is a thriller, and I have read Ace of Spades. I actually need to buy that one because it's one of my favorite books of all time. So I have really high hopes for this one. Like, this is a 5-star prediction for me. So I pray that I love it. So this one is coming over with me. Another one that's coming over with me is Love Unwritten. Now, this is only coming over with me if I don't finish it today. I am reading this for the Jan Patreon weekend vlog, which is a cozy. I've been actively sitting at 50% of this book since June. What I've read of this book, I read on sprints with Katie, Kelsey, and Rainey when we did Love Unwritten sprints. So I need to finish this. I'm hoping to finish it today. It's a very quick read. I will say that, like, it's Lauren Asher. Like, it's a big book, but I do have it on my Kindle from Kindle Unlimited, so I'm hoping to finish this today. But if I don't, then it will come over into September. The next one we have that was on last month's list, again, most of these I didn't get to, was the Blood Trials. I think I am going to carry this over into September as a book that that's like a must read. I'm going to add it to my must read. So I'm actually going to add that now. Let me go in to my TBR. And I'm going to add this as a must-read book. The reason is because this book has literally been sitting on my shelves since my birthday last year, and I want to finish it. So this was one of the books that was in my birthday haul, and this is book one of the Blood Gift duology, and I want the second book, but I can get it from the library if I finish this, and I'm like, I love this book, I have to read it. So I do own this physically, and I'm marking that on my sheet, but this is going to come over into September. This just feels like a very like fall book to me, and I think it'll be a good transition book from summer into fall. So we're gonna bring this over, and it's on my list now, so we're bringing it over. The next one I have is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. This book is being kept for October. I'm going to be reading this during Vlogoween this year. I have heard such terrible things about this book, which makes me think that I might actually love it. That's kind of how Riley Sager works out for me, is I tend to love the books that everyone else loves, like The Only One Left and Home Before Dark, but I also tend to be the one that didn't like the ones everybody else liked, or that did love the ones that everyone else didn't like, I mean, which was like The House Across the Lake. So this, I'm going to be reading this, but it's not going to come into September. I'm going to wait until October, and then we're going to pick this one up. I don't know. The author of Hidden Pictures blurbed this, and I liked Hidden Pictures. I know a lot of people didn't because there is a lot of like propaganda messaging in that book, which I understood and I acknowledged while reading it. I liked it because I felt like it did, first of all, it was creepy as all, but I also liked Hidden Pictures because yes, there was propaganda in it, and I don't know anything about the author, so he could be a terrible person, of Hidden Pictures, not Riley Sager, but of Hidden Pictures, but I felt like it wrapped up the way that I expected it to, and the propaganda that was in it, it didn't, like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, yes, like, I understood what was going on, but I still enjoyed it. And then it's also blurbed by Simone St. James, and I love Simone St. James, so, well, I've read one book by her, but I loved the book I read. So this will be coming over into a new TBR, just not September. It will be coming over into October's TBR. The next one that I have is Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I actually have another copy of this coming soon. This is the Walmart version, and it has like red sprayed edges, and then I think I can rip this off. I'm gonna try. And then it has this cool dust jacket, and then underneath the dust jacket it looks like this, so it's really cool. I actually love a printed hardcover, which I didn't know, but this is the Walmart version. Margaret went and picked me up the Barnes & Noble special edition version of it, or this Barnes & Noble edition of it, so I have that edition coming as well, but I might not get that until I see her next year for BookNet Fest. Oh, there's my, there is my, oh no, what's on that? There's something on it. But there's my Amazing Readathon bookmark. I'll put that up with the rest of my bookmarks here in a second. But this one I will be reading, but it will be going in also to the Vlogoween video. I think I'm going to do a week of reading, like, new releases, so this is one of the ones that will be going into Vlogoween as well. I don't really know a lot about this one. This is about a family who lost their mother. It's a family thriller. A family thriller about the sometimes literal skeletons in the closet, and it's about 3 estranged siblings who reunite to sort out their mother's estate after she passes. So, a dead mom, which I don't love that trope, mostly because I have a dead mom, but I'm gonna try it out. And I've not actually fully read a Geneva Rose book. I tried to read the one that was like, You Shouldn't Have Come Here. Oh yeah, I got it off. You Shouldn't Have Come Here. I tried reading that one as an audio. I think I will try it again. If I like this one, I'll try it again as an ebook. I didn't like the male narrator in the audio, so this one will be going on the Vlogoween list. The next one I have in here is the reappearance of Rachel Price. This is by Holly Jackson. Oh look, there's another Walmart sticker on here. This one has Walmart exclusive content because like this is the Walmart edition, so it has like special, I don't know, I guess it has like exclusive content in it because I got it at Walmart. I think there's like an extra chapter or something in here, if I remember correctly from when I looked at it. So yeah, this is a reappearance of Rachel Price. I've heard pretty mixed things about this one as well, but it's going to go, I think this one might be one that Ari picked for her vlog. Do I have those written down? Knowing me, no, because that's who I am as a person. Let me see. Okay, so Ari did pick this for her reading vlog as well. So you're probably going to see this twice, I'm going to be honest. And I'm probably going to do Ari's vlog in October because it said, so Ari's vlogs when she picks my books, because she likes to be in the vlogs with me and like talk and stuff, those are Patreon exclusive. So you can't watch them unless they're on Patreon. All Ari content will be on Patreon outside of her occasional appearance, like showing up during sprints. But as far as like sit down videos, all Ari content or Ari centric content will be on Patreon. So Patreon will see this twice essentially, because I will be also reading this in the week of new releases vlog for Vlogoween, but I'm also going to include it in like my reactions and stuff in Ari's vlog as well, because this was one that she picked. I don't know if this has, this doesn't look like it has mixed media in it. It looks like a pretty straightforward thriller book. The chapters are relatively short. It's kind of a thick boy, but I love the inside. What? So, and I love, oh, that's foil. That's so cool. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but there's like little bits of foil, like right, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like right here and right here. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I love the naked cover. So I might, and then like the naked spine as well. Ooh. Okay, this would be like a really good book to put on like a Halloween shelf with the dust jacket off during Halloween. So that's what we're doing with that. That is going for October as well. Then I have Jade City. I do want to get to this, and I'm trying to decide if this should be a September crossover. The reason I'm trying to decide is because I feel like this would also be a good transition into fall. And I'm doing a 30 days of reading habits challenge in September. I was going to do 30 and 30, but I don't know if that's feasible with all of the things I need to read and the readathon that I'm doing for September. So I think we're going to do a habits, because Brianna is going to make a habits tracker, I think, and then she's also making a 30 and 30. That's all in her it's all in her Discord. If you want to go talk to her about that, it's in one of the Discord servers. I will find which one it is, because I'm in a couple of Discords. I'll find which one it is and I'll link it down below. But she's doing that challenge. It's called 30 Days Half September. And I think the point is either to do 30 and 30, so 30 books in 30 days, or to do 30 days of reading habits. We all kind of discussed about doing 30 days of reading habits. So I think I'm going to do the habits version. I just think that will be a little bit easier for me for September, since I'm still a little bit slumpy, but I can commit to 30 days of habits. I've actually read way more books in August than I thought I would, and we're going to do a little wrap up at the end of the week with every book I've read this month, because I've read more books. I think in most of these vlogs, I'm like, oh, I've only read 3 books. I've read more than that at this point, and I'm proud of myself for that, because I thought this would be the worst month of the year for me, and it's not. But Jade City, I think we're going to take it over. I think we're going to take it over into September. I'm going to put it on the must-read list. I don't remember if I have this on Kindle. If I don't, I'll grab it from the library as an ebook. But yeah, this is by Fonda Lee, and it is the first book in the Greenbone saga. I believe there's 3 books. I believe it's a trilogy. And yeah, so we're going to try this one, because again, I think it's a good transition book. So she's going to come over with us into September. Jade City, and I own this physically. And yeah, also it gets physical books off my TBR. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. The next ones that I have are Powerful and Powerless. This was my Patreon pick all the way back in August. Okay. No, June. July. August. July. I have been working on these since July. I've not made much progress. I'm going to be real, honest, and upfront. Unfortunately, I meant to read, they are bookmarked, they are tabbed. These books were meant to be read by the end of August for a vlog for Patreon. Unfortunately, because of my kidney infection, there was no way I was reading these. I have these physically. I have access to them audiobook wise, and I have them on my Kindle. I will be reading these in September. They will be carrying over. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to read Queen of Shadows starting, so today is Sunday when I am recording this. So tomorrow, Monday, I will be starting Queen of Shadows. I will be reading Queen of Shadows for the next 8 days. Then I will be jumping into Powerful, Powerless. Then I will be jumping over into the tandem read of Empire Storm's Tower of Dawn, and that's how we're going to do this, because I want to read these physically. I think I want to take these in physically, and so basically what is going to happen is I'm going to figure out exactly how many days it will take me to read these 2 books, because I'm tandem reading them, and we're going to do it that way. So I'm actually going to move my bookmarks back to the beginning here on camera. We're going to start over. We're going to start fresh and anew, okay? Maybe I will even like do like a read with me for these, where we do an hour of reading, and that's how I kind of make progress in these books. But I want to read these physically, and I want to kind of, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to sit out on my porch. I'm going to take these out with me. I'm going to do this with Queen of Shadows as well, but I'm just going to take these out on the porch with me, drink my coffee, bask in the sun, and read for however long it takes me to read the pages I need to read. I'm going to do that with Queen of Shadows as well. So these are coming over into October. And then I have 5 Broken Blades. So this book has been on my TBR for a while. I need to read it. I need to get to it. So I have 5 broken... Ew, what the hell? There's like stuff in this. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean this out because there's like stuff on it. Okay, 5 Broken Blades. I absolutely love this book, the way it looks. I love the edges. I love the inside. So this is another Red Tower book, of course, and I'm going to read this. I think it's going to go over into Vlogoween because I already have a lot of fantasy on this month's TBR, and I don't really want to add another fantasy book because between buddy reads, must reads, Patreon, I just have a lot of fantasy. So she's gonna go over into Vlogoween, and I think what we're gonna do is these 4 books are going to be the books that I commit to for a week of new releases. So it's gonna be a week of new thriller / fantasy releases. So we're gonna have 5 Broken Blades, Middle of the Night, Home is Where the Bodies Are, and the reappearance of Rachel Price. These will probably be in like week 1 of Vlogoween. I'm gonna be honest and raw with that because I'm trying to figure out also how I'm gonna do my TBR game for the month. So this month I don't have a ton of physical books on my TBR. I have the High Mountain Court, which, where have I even put the books I'm supposed to read this month? That's actually like the real and raw question. I don't even see the High Mountain Court. So unless that's it. This one. Nope, that's the Shadow Regent. Okay, because I recorded my TBR, and then where did I put the books that I need to read? That's the actual question. So that's cool. I will find those. But I do have the Shadow Regent, or not the Shadow Regent, the High Mountain Court is a physical book. That's actually it. The rest of these books are all on my Kindle. And then we have role-playing The Blood Trials. Obviously, I already talked about that. So the other physical books that I have are just the ones that are carrying over. So that is these 4. Love Unwritten, Jade City, The Blood Trials, and Where Sleeping Girls Lie. But this one might not be carrying over. So, because I'm going to work on that today. I'm actually going to throw it over there. I can work on that today, and I also have it on my Kindle, so I will be working on that today. And then Powerless Powerful, and that's it. So I'm going to go, my battery's about to die. I'm going to clean out this TBR bucket, and we're going to put all the books in, and then that's it. So I'll come close out this vlog after I've read some more of Love Unwritten. Hello friends, so I'm just here to close out this vlog. It is going up tomorrow for y'all, so I'm just here to close out this vlog. Let's talk really fast about some of the books that I actually read this week. We're just gonna talk about it really quick, and then I want to talk to you guys about what these vlogs are actually going to start looking like in future, because they're going to be looking a little bit different, because I want to start doing some like themed vlogs, and because of that these week in the lives are going to look just a little different. Like, I'm still going to be doing them, but they'll look a little different. So this week, let me just go into my story graph and tell you what we've read. Hello, thank you. Okay, we are getting close to our goal. All right, so this week I did read, let's see, is that in this week? I don't think it is. No. Okay, so this week I only read one book, which was Keep Your Friends Close. This was by Joanne Ryan, and it was an arc that I got. I ended up giving this book 1 star. I didn't like this book at all. The way that the ending was terrible, and I just didn't enjoy it, but that's what I read this week. So I am currently working on Love Unwritten. I will have this done by the end of the night so that I can log it for the Jan's Patreon readathon. I also love this book. I absolutely love it, but I don't have the audio for it, so it's taking me a bit longer to get through it, but we are going to get through this tonight, and we're gonna log it for the Patreon readathon. So I'm gonna log that tomorrow on Instagram. So that's all that I have for you guys tonight. Also, the way that these vlogs are going to be changing, I will be continuing to do week in the life vlogs. However, they're going to be more like creative vlogs, so they're going to be more of like what I'm actually doing every day, as opposed to just talking about books. We will still talk about books, of course, if I'm reading something, but because I'm wanting to do some themed stuff, I won't be talking as in-depth about the things I'm reading. I feel like my week in the life vlogs are just kind of like reading vlogs every single day, and I want it to be a little bit different. So these are going to be like creation vlogs. So my week in the life vlogs are going to shift just a little bit. We will talk about what I'm reading, of course, because I will be reading throughout the day. In fact, I have whole days that are going to be dedicated to nothing but reading books or filming content. But we are also going to talk about like the life of a content creator, what it's like to be a full-time content creator, because at this point essentially that's what I am doing. Is I don't work at Taco Bell anymore. I quit earlier in the month, if you missed that update. So I quit earlier in the month, which means that now my job is YouTube. So, and I don't know how sustainable that will be. I don't know how long it will be that way, but I do want YouTube to become a focus for me, and because of that, there's gonna be a lot of diamond painting, a lot of audiobook listening. Tomorrow, for instance, when I start a new vlog, I will be talking about how I'm going to be cleaning tomorrow, but I will be listening to audiobooks while doing that. So it's just a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, but that's all I have. So I will see you in the next vlog. I'm literally going to end this vlog and then start a new vlog in the morning. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.